Hello, Taurus. How are you guys doing? Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Let's dive straight in and see what's going on for you. All right, so we have some new cards here, which I always love. This is a Cosmic Energy Oracle card. I got it from Etsy, if you were wondering. Let's see. Let's get two of these for Taurus. Ooh, collaboration coming through for you here. Right, let's get you one more. This is collaboration achieves greater goals. So you could be definitely feeling guided to collaborate with others at this time. If not, then that is what Spirit is asking of you. At this time, you have this beautiful card that says strength here. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. How beautiful is that? All right. So some of you are really being guided to spend some more time with people, right? Collaboration doesn't just have to be career-wise and, building a team. It could be if that's how it resonates for you. But this kind of looks like just some friends chilling and enjoying the sunset or the sunrise, whatever it is here. So maybe it's really good time to have meaningful conversations with people. That's what it feels like. And those are the words that just channel through here. All right, and then you have strength here. Strength, your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. I feel like I want you to surround yourself with more like-minded people, Taurus, because I feel like I'm seeing really good conversation. When you speak to somebody who's like a friend, like doesn't have to be business-wise, and you speak about your dreams and your goals, like I really want you to do that with somebody this week because it feels so inspiring. I don't know, I just feel it in my heart and in my what was it? It's the solar plexus, which is your kind of like willpower. So I feel like it's going to help you a little bit. So that's interesting. Usually they say not to speak about your goals to others because it does release chemicals, making you feel like you've done it already and then you're less likely to do it. But I feel like you guys need the inspiration. I almost feel like maybe you need that validation that you can do that from others, which again, I don't recommend. You should feel that way within yourself. But I feel like sometimes it does bring in a little bit of a boost in feelings. So I wonder if that's helpful for you. And then that strength, beautiful strength card, your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. Right, let's get you some extra cards. It does feel very, this lion is usually quite divine masculine, which is all about action, and planning and structure, and I really kind of feel like you guys are ready to build something. Right, I wonder what it is for Taurus, please. Let's get two of these. All right, what is that? The same card. First card is Aries hat. So I wonder if you guys do tend to have quite merging messages, but let's see. So happy, you're feeling quite happy this week. And this is a beautiful card for manifestation because I always say it looks like she's super happy because she's connected to the universe and what it is that she's building on. Whenever there are eggs in a reading, Taurus, I have to emphasize this represents something that it will be hatched, right? Brought to life is something that is kind of being formed. Even though you can't see what's going on inside the egg, there is something going on in that egg. So I kind of feel like this is why it's my card of manifestation, because you're feeling happy this week about something, even though it's not here yet. It will be, but you're just happy that it's happening anyways. And that is a really good way to manifest because you're feeling the sensation as if that thing has already happened. So again, feels good. That's how you call it in, right? You have to match the energy of what you're attracting. So I quite like that. Right, let's see what else. Let's get one more from this deck for my gorgeous Taurians out there. Let's see. The never endings. Guys, do you have a tendency to start manifesting something and then give up because of the timing of it? Because that's what it feels like. It's like, I'm so happy this day. Like one day you're feeling super like, I can't wait, like this is so good, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then the next day it's like, I've been waiting so long, like where is this, Spirit? It's like one day you're happy, one day you're stressed. Like that's what it's getting like here. Never ending story, feeling like you're stuck in a bit of a cycle and that this time is kind of just keeps ticking. So if you're waiting for something, that could be the case here. Again, if it's a manifestation, something you're calling in, I don't know. Maybe you're lacking clarity in some way. Again, that could be the case here. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck. Okay, when it comes down to not being sure about what you want to bring into your world, that can be a message out there for somebody. I always say with this card, don't sit around waiting for an answer, right? Or waiting for somebody or whatever it is. Don't pay attention to the timing because there's literally nothing that we can do when it comes down to divine timing, right? When the Spirit says it's best, they say it's for the best, right? And we're here waiting for it. But don't wait by the clock, Taurus. This week, I really want you to go out and have some fun. And maybe that's why collaboration was screaming friendship to me, going out and having meaningful conversations, because I feel like it's going to bring some more life back into you, because you're feeling a bit stressed at some point during this week and it's draining the life out of you, whatever it is you're waiting for. I always say that. Look at that. Look at how she's just got her head in her hands. Okay, hello. There we go. And she literally looks cold and lifeless, right? And I feel like it's just because she's so stuck on whatever this, in fact, maybe they're the same people. Of course not. But it's almost like you're going from being super vibrant, super happy, super colorful. And now all of a sudden, like everything is drained and you're feeling a bit stuck. So that feels like the cycle you're in. So anyway, my advice again, go out, have some fun, do whatever you need to do to enjoy life in this present moment whilst you're waiting for something, because time really can really be more to do with your perception than anything else, right? The clock is always ticking anyways, but when you want it to tick faster, my God, 1 minute feels like an hour, right? Whereas if you are wanting time to slow down because you want to spend time with somebody or keep doing something, then it speeds up, right? That's where I'm saying it's a bit of perception. So if you're staring at the clock, it's going to feel like it's taking longer. So go and distract yourself with something else so that you don't feel the way that you've been feeling, if you have been feeling that way, if it resonates with you. So let's see what else is going on for you guys, because I'm yapping here. Let's see 2 more cards for Taurus this week. Thank you. Action. I felt that. I felt it. Right. One more. Please, Spirit. And the 6th chakra, your third eye. All right. This is all about your third eye opening up, seeing the signs and synchronicities of the universe, trusting in your intuition. And of course, action here is about duality. It's about balance coming through here, the yin and the yang. Just because of the colors here, sometimes we need both sides of ourselves, our shadow side and our light side, to move forward. Just like the Chariot, you have to be balanced within yourself in order to move forward very fast, because then you're able to navigate anything that comes up. Okay, not everything will be perfect, not everything will be smooth running. That's why we need both sides of ourselves. You know, the one that's in survival mode, or maybe it's about the yin and the yang doesn't just have to be your shadow side and light side. It can also be your divine feminine, divine masculine, knowing when to go with the flow and knowing when to create order and structure, you know, when to take action or when to rest up a little bit and trusting your gut instincts. So that's an interesting set of messages for you here. All right. So again, it's time to take action this week on something. All right. Maybe that's why they're using your third eye to trust when is the right time to take action on something too. Right. I do have some extra tea leaf cards I want to pull out for you today before we get into a tarot. So let's see. Let's get a few messages, please, for Taurus this week. What's going on this week for Taurus? One more. Thank you. Yeah, be aware of great pride. All right. And I think that's the difference between what we were saying a bit earlier about like if you say, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing this and I'm going to be doing that, then we can feel like we've done it already and then less likely to do it. If you get what I'm saying, then you get what I'm saying. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, but I know that feeling. So it's like, be aware of being too prideful about what it is you're bringing into the world. Like, I think being happy about it, being grateful for it before it's happened is great. But when it comes down to planning, I feel like we can drain ourselves sometimes by speaking about what we're going to do, and then we don't have energy to do it, or procrastinating or over planning. That could be the case as well. Like, I feel like they're saying, just take action. It always reminds me of the Beyonce where she's like saying, like, don't just say you're gonna do it, be about it, like do it, you know. So there we go. Actions speak much louder than words, and I'm sure you know that too, right? You have Rooster and Peacock, so a lot of birds coming through here. Rooster says, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So be aware, whoever that is, okay? And also be aware of great pride. So arrogant and boastful, and be aware of great pride. That could be somebody else around you, actually. If you're around people who drain you, then stay away, okay? Because you need clearly more energy this week. Okay, and be aware of being that yourself, okay? You don't want to come across that way to others. And you have Kangaroo. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. All right, you have a Ring coming through. All right, this says a marriage will take place, either romantic or a business. Either romantic or a business. And then you also have throne, position of authority. So it does feel like maybe you guys are getting into a position of authority. Okay, maybe that's something that you're desiring at this time of your life, with strength card being here as well. Actually, I feel like you are made to be in a position of authority, Taurus. Okay, maybe it's all about collaborating with others to get yourself up there. You know, maybe you feel like you don't need others, and that's why the great pride is coming through. But being around others, spending time with others actually is so good, because not only, you know, does it help us feel good when we're around the right kinds of people, of course, but their advice can be so valuable, sorry, not invaluable, right? It can be valuable. Anyways, let's see what's coming up for you in terms of your tarot. Okay, my angels, we're going to dive in to see one card of what this overall energy for this week will be for you guys. What is that? The High Priestess. Interesting. Trusting in your intuition, balancing the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, of course. High Priestess, your third eye. So this could be a very intuitive time for you guys, where your intuition is trying to show you the way, or show you the answers. I would really say this is a really good time to trust in your gut feelings. If you feel like you want to take a different route to work, if you feel like you just want to go out and meet up with some people, go with it. Don't overthink. Go with it. I feel like it's going to be helpful for you. Like, trusting in that little nudge is always for a reason. All right, let's see. Let's clarify this and dive a bit deeper into that message for you. Why is the High Priestess here? Of course, it can speak about hidden knowledge, but let's see. Why is the High Priestess in the overall energy this week? Five of Swords. That's all about things that it's about conflict, feeling defeated in some way. Why is the Five of Swords and the High Priestess here this week? The Hermit. You guys could really be reflecting on things that happened in your past. Now, the High Priestess, Five of Swords, maybe you guys have fallen out with someone because there was a secret. That could be what the thing is, especially with Rooster and Peacock. If this is an arrogant, boastful person, they're probably lying, and that's probably where you're lacking closure as well. High Priestess, Five of Swords. That's why I'm saying that someone's just trying to win at all costs if this is somebody around you, but we'll see, because we have a specific spread that will hopefully dive into it. But just for somebody out there, that could be the message for you. Now, the Hermit, Five of Swords, and High Priestess, there's a lot of inner work being done here. You're being called to do, because the Hermit is all about reflection, looking at something from a higher perspective, not the perspective of being defeated or feeling hurt by somebody or in conflict with someone, because we can come through with a lot of ego here, and that's okay. It's normal. When you're hurt, you feel the need to defend yourself, but you're not fully listening or seeing things clearly. So the Hermit comes through as saying, okay, let's go to a higher perspective. Let's look at it from a different perspective here, a more wise perspective, and see what did we learn here? What was the hidden message here with that High Priestess? Okay, or maybe what was the hidden information? You know, maybe you're able to fully see that somebody was hiding something. Again, I don't know your situation. It's going to be different for everybody. It's either internal or external. Okay, this can be within yourself. Okay, maybe you're realizing maybe why did you say a certain thing, or maybe why things didn't work out in the past, or you felt defeated in some way. What is the hidden message here? Because with the Hermit, I think you're going to be able to see it. Okay, from a reflective, analytic perspective, okay, you might be able to see. Right, let's dive into what is the energy for you guys this week. The energy of Taurus. The Five of Swords. So you are feeling defeated. It's jumped on top of the never-ending story. I wonder what this is. I don't know if this is rejection, or I don't know if this is you know, again, feeling a bit defeated with a plan or a manifestation still. I'm going to clarify. Why is the Five of Swords an energy of Taurus? Two of Cups, Ace of Swords. This is a card of victory, clarity. It's a card of truth. And the Two of Cups is probably a conversation, or again, you and your higher self connecting. And maybe that's where some truth comes in. So similar to what we said over here, there definitely is a need to tap into your intuition and to a part of yourself here. Maybe it is your inner strength. It's time to unleash it. Wonder if you've been a bit passive lately. This is a time to put your truth forward, or to connect with yourself to figure out the truth of a situation that you feel defeated in. Maybe if it's to do with your goals, you know, again, it could be The truth could really be that maybe you are accepting defeat too early, or whatever it could be in your situation. I will pull one more out for this. Why is the Five of Swords in the energy of Taurus? What is this feeling of being defeated or conflict? The Wild card, it's like a new beginning. An Eight of Swords. Some of you, especially because of the message we had earlier, it feels like there's a little bit of a glass ceiling going on here, where it feels like you're feeling a little bit that something is out of reach, or that you feel stuck in this position in life, which makes sense with the never-ending story. Maybe a dream or a goal that you want and desire feels really out of reach. So there is this feeling of defeatedness, maybe because you have felt a bit defeated, or that it's out of reach in a way. But the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Now, for some of you, collaboration, actually, it could be a collaboration coming through for you guys that might help you get to this other level, right? That might give you some clarity or some information that could really give you what you needed to break that glass ceiling. It's interesting, right? Or it could again be your own self. Either way, it's clarity coming through for you, which is nice. Through connecting with something other than just yourself. Could again be this. Right, let's see what the challenge or obstacle is for Taurus this week. The Nine of Cups, feeling successful, feeling proud, is a challenge for you. Or maybe it's a wish fulfillment. That's a bit of a challenge at this time. But again, when a good card is in a challenge position, I'm never worried about it. To me, it means that you'll get it, but it's just a challenge to get there, right? Which is normal and, happens. So let's see. Why is the Nine of Cups in a challenge obstacle position? I feel like getting a few more of these. The Nine of Wands on top of the never-ending story. Because you've been here before, right? The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior, somebody who's been through the war and is having a hard time relaxing because it's in anticipation for another one, right? So you've been in, I wonder, it feels like with the High Priestess being here in the Hermit, there is some inner work that they're wanting you to reflect on. And I think it's because you might be anticipating this repetitive cycle, because you've been in a repetitive cycle and you're expecting it to happen again. Conflict, falling out. If it's in terms of relationships, just as like a random example, maybe you've had people who've mistreated you, or things ended very badly, right? And you feel like maybe I should have seen that coming or whatever. And now I'm like, why does this keep happening with everyone that I meet? And it's like, because you're anticipating it. It's weird. I don't know, because it's like you're almost defensive. You're almost not allowing things to, I wonder if you're the glass ceiling here. It's a belief is a glass ceiling here, meaning it's this invisible barrier. That's what I mean. Sorry. It's almost like confirmation that I feel like, yeah, this invisible barrier. It could be a belief. I would check your subconscious mind to understand that maybe there is actually something here that you feel unworthy or undeserving or unable to have something. So interestingly, that's what's coming through here. The Nine of Wands. It looks very similar to this card if you see. It's about dropping your guard, letting your guard down, letting that invisible barrier down. You're using it to protect yourself, right? You feel almost accepting defeat earlier so it doesn't hurt you as much, right? In whatever area of your life, whether it just be success or, so you're thinking about all the times that you failed and that you might fail again, and that makes you feel a bit more safe, Same in relationships, like I'm going to protect myself just in case they hurt me, which I understand why you feel like that, because you've been through it, you've lived it. So of course you are worried about it happening again. That's normal. But I feel like, and that's where there's this little thing here that has like a yes or no spinny thing on it. So you're wanting to know, is this right for me? Is this not right for me? Is this going to hurt me? Am I going to fail? Like you're wanting extra confirmation, clarification to your own intuition of what you want to do, or who you should let into your life or whatever. Already, but it's like you're expecting extra confirmation before you move forward. And I feel like that's why Spirit's saying nope. We're not giving that to you, or at least not right now. Go for it. Trust your guidance. Trust your inner intuition, okay? And if you don't know what it's saying, connect with yourself this week, because again, that is your overall message. Now, Six of Pentacles came up as well, okay, which is all about balance, creating balance, giving to others. And maybe creating balance in your life is where there is a bit of a challenge here. I always say with this card, your routines are important, okay? It's also about your health too, so make sure that those are a priority for you. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, and also make sure that what you're giving to is also making you feel good, or it's good to give to these things. So whether it's routines, again, that's why I say it's about routines, because if you're giving to a lot of your screen time, then it's not giving back to you in any way, right? We need to go and do something else or whatever that's actually fulfilling or is good for you. You have the Nine of Pentacles here as well, which is all about financial independence and to do with your finances or independence in general, right? It's about enjoying what it is that you built for yourself and being able to, I don't know, what's the word? Enjoying what you built for yourself, you know, the life that you built so far for yourself. So that would say a bit of gratitude, because I wonder if you're at this already, and if not, then maybe it's about your choices and what you're giving time and energy to is more important than the Nine of Wands, being defensive and protecting yourself, because this is you protecting yourself. It's enjoying yourself, your time with yourself so much, and having built a life up for yourself so much that it doesn't matter, that you can use your intuition and discernment to allow people into your life or not. Or I don't know what they're trying to say here. Your level of independence should be unshakable. Your level of strength, what you built for yourself, should be unshakable. So even if somebody does come into your life and they turn out not to be a good person or a good friend, okay, that's external. I'm still good within myself. Okay, I wonder if that makes sense for somebody out there. It felt a bit random. Right, let's dive into the rest very quickly for you, Taurus. Let's see, what's going on in the external world for Taurus this week? The Eight of Pentacles, a lot of hard work. This feels very good. Expect your finances to increase or to start to see a lot more results this week as well, which feels really nice. The Eight of Pentacles is all about the work that you put into your world, to your work, to your finances, whatever it is you guys are working on at this time, it will come back to you. All right, as always, we're going to clarify. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in the external environment? The Seven of Swords reversed. That's interesting. I was worried until it really flipped. Let's get one more. Eight of Pentacles. The Five of Cups, and a Page of Wands. So I kind of feel like maybe you've had a little bit of difficulty when it comes down to your work life. Maybe there's been a bit of gossip or a bit of disappointment here. Maybe some immature people, I wonder. But I feel like you're getting some good news here. And the Seven of Swords reversed is a good sign that there is, there's no sneakiness going on around you when it comes down to your work or your money anymore, maybe, because Five of Cups tells me that maybe there has been some of that. There's been some disappointment. All right, I'm hearing taunting, but Seven of Swords, usually again, sneakiness, lies, deception, self-sabotage as well. But the fact that it's reversed tells me that this is no longer there. So again, like, I feel like this is a really good sign that things are moving forward for you, which is great. Let's see what's going on in your inner world. For Taurus, please, Spirit. Six of Wands. So, okay, you're feeling more confident. You're going to be feeling more successful. Six of Wands usually is somebody coming back from a battle with victory, right? So it's being victorious despite what you've been through. Now, because this is your inner world, I feel like this is you feeling, again, like you've come out of something very difficult successfully and you're building on it. All right, which is great. Oops. Sorry, guys, just had to fix my camera. Right, so what was I saying? You're feeling victorious, or you will be feeling more victorious, feeling like you've come out of something successfully, getting more attention, or you're focusing a lot more on your confidence. You know, usually it's about putting someone up on a high horse here, so that's quite nice. Right, Six of Wands. Oh, I think I was saying, because this is internal, this is probably what you're working on internally or thinking about internally, which is interesting, because in your energy we have the Five of Swords, which is a feeling of defeat in your energy, but then really deep down in your inner world, you're feeling quite victorious in some way, which is quite nice. All right, why is the Six of Wands here in the inner world of Taurus? Page of Cups and a Ten of Cups. There's some good news. I wonder if you are, like, because this is your inner world, I wonder if you're really kind of opening up to yourself about how you've been feeling, or maybe your inner child. That could be the case as well. Ten of Cups, I feel like there's some good news in your family that's coming through the Six of Wands, which is interesting. Because the Page of Cups is usually about emotional news. And because it's paired with the Ten of Cups, it's so much happiness. And again, not just happiness within yourself, it's about the community around you. So I wonder if you're gaining victory maybe over some family issues. That could be the case for some of you. And maybe this is something that you're doing with your inner child. Processing old feelings and emotions to feel more confident, having a bit more self-esteem. And again, feeling like you've overcome some challenges. Or again, you're getting some good news anyways this week about overcoming some challenges. So interesting indeed. Right. Lastly, we have some advice from spirits. Let's get your advice for the week. For Taurus, please. The Magician, manifestation, guys. You have all the tools that you need to move forward, believe it or not, right? The Magician is like a jack of all trades. He only has one each of the elements. And with that, he can make anything possible, right? And that's your message this week, is that you can make anything possible with the resources that you have already, okay? As I was saying, like that glass ceiling, that invisible barrier of like a certain belief system that you got going on needs to be addressed for you to kind of break free. And I wonder if it is about asking for help or working with others, or whether it is about whether or not you can break a cycle in your life, you know? Let's see. Why is the Magician the advice for Taurus? The Fool. That's interesting because the Fool meets the Magician. These are the first few cards in the story, the Fool's journey. So taking a leap of faith, completely trusting in the universe here. And I just felt this like anxiety, like, you know, lump in my throat, like my stomach felt weird. Because this is completely starting fresh, you know, it's almost like having nothing to lose. It's just taking a leap of faith in something, taking a big risk. And the Magician being here, for some of you, it's really just like completely fresh slate, clean slate, is your advice. Taking a leap of faith, just going into something, just don't worry about it anymore. It's interesting. The Fool. Let's get one more. Why not? The Fool and the Magician as advice. What's the advice for Taurus here? The Four of Cups. Yeah, no longer being in this energy. The Moon and the Four of Cups can be about like, I'm hearing like hallucinations. Like that's not what I wanted to say. It's kind of about like your imagination, which can be fine. But the Moon, the story of the Moon, yes, it can be about things that are hidden. It can also kind of represent things being unclear. You know, when you're like, they're showing me bubbling water, right? When you're in anger or feelings are intensified, you can't see clearly your reflection, right? So, and that's the same in life. Like maybe your perception of life when you're angry, when you're sad, when you're upset, when you're feeling defeated, when you've been in conflict with someone, or when you're feeling frustrated, stuck in a cycle, is that your perception of life or yourself is that bubbling water. You can't see it clearly. Only in stillness can you see it clearly. And I feel like that's what they're saying here. All right, Four of Cups as well, feeling bored or jaded. It does feel like you can get up and make your dreams real, but maybe they're stuck in the imagination world at the moment. So that's why action is here, and Magician is here as well. Make it happen. And the Fool, take a leap of faith. Let's go. All right. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Taurus. If you enjoyed these readings, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one, all right?